Hi everyone, welcome to my kitchen. For those of you that don't know me, my name's Janice and I'm a Thermomix consultant. Today I'm making a Greek vanilla slice. Now I'm going to have a go at the name. Sorry if I butcher it. It is Galaktoboureko. But it's delicious. We recently had it on a trip to Melbourne in a little coffee shop. It was absolutely delicious. We used to make it all the time when we were young mums, and we used to have smoko at each other's places, and we'd always used to make something yummy. So this one I found on the recipe community because way back then we didn't have Thermomixes. So the recipe I've got is not a Thermomix one. So I found one that is very close, and I'm going to try it out. So rightio, so first of all we make the custard. So it says, the lid, there's no lid. Rightio, so this is obviously manual cooking, and we've got to start off with egg yolks, which are over here. Rightio. So we've got 3 egg yolks. Hang on, let's check in the bowl, make sure there's nothing in there. And sugar. And what do we want? We want 70 grams of sugar, can go up to 100 grams, rightio. Let's see how I go. Oh, close. Rightio. Now we put the lid on. Hang on, does that say? Yes, and mix. Speed 6 for 1 minute, and we're just going to beat it up and see if we can get it pale. So rightio, so we're going to go, what did it say? Speed 6 for 1 minute, so we'll do 1 minute. Set the time for 1 minute, no temperature. Then we'll go to speed 6. Just says place eggs and sugar into the bowl and mix on speed 6 for 1 minute or until mixture has paled in colour, and then scrape down the bowl. And then we have a scraper. We need milk and semolina. So this is a semolina custard, not a custard powder custard or a flour custard, corn flour. We're going to use semolina flour. Says you can use coarse or fine. Well, this is all I can find in my supermarket, so this is the one we're using. Rightio. Let's see how pale it is. Not real pale, is it? Scraped down the sides. I guess it has paled a little bit. Okay, that sits there. Give it a bit of a stir. Get told just to follow the recipe. Okay, so it says then add the semolina. So what do we want? We want 80 grams of semolina, if I can get into it. I love with the Thermomix 6 how the scales go in 1 gram increments. It really get, you know, like I am inclined just to tip the ingredient in and not weigh it first. And it really helps me get a little bit closer to the right measurement. Rightio, so then we want, it says semolina and milk. So we'll tear the scales and we're going to add 750 grams of milk. And then we're going to cook on reverse for 7 minutes. Hang on. So we put the lid on. Let's take that off for the minute. 7 minutes. Back to the front page, 7 minutes. 100 degrees. Okay. Blade in reverse. On speed 4. And it says to place the simmering basket on top to protect against splatter. So I'm going to grab the simmering basket and I'll be back in 7 minutes. So our custard is cooked. Hang on, I'll just take that off. And it says to add to that a teaspoon of butter and some vanilla extract, a teaspoon of vanilla extract. So I don't know if that's right, I always just work on a little lidful being a teaspoon. And then ten seconds on speed 4. Rightio. So now we're going to line, I've got a, that's a 30 by 20 deep pan, and we're going to line it with phyllo pastry. So I've buttered it, and it says, like, I've cut all these sheets of phyllo pastry in half, but it says we need to do, what does it say, 10 to 12 sheets of phyllo pastry. So what's that? So if I do 12, that's a half a sheet. So I'll have to do 12 sheets on the bottom and 12 half sheets on the bottom and 12 half sheets on the top. Oops, hang on, I've got 2 sheets there. I've lost count already. Was that 4 or 5? Let's say that's 4. this one will be the last one. I really have lost count. Yeah. I'll say that's thick enough, but okay. Okay, so now it says, I've actually got the oven preheating. It says to preheat the oven to 180 degrees. Pour in the semolina custard filling. What we might do is I might put some in like this, just so it'll encase the custard a bit. Yum. So we were actually supposed to leave those sheets whole and then fold them in over the custard. But I didn't read my recipe properly. Rightio. Beautiful. Then okay, and then we're going to put another, like more layers of phyllo on top and butter in between each ones. It's a bit wobbly. That's 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And let's do our counting ahead of time. couple more sheets. Now it says to cut it into, just to cut it into pieces now, well not all the way through, just partly, to make it a bit easier to cut it once it's finished baking. Rightio, so it says 10 pieces. Don't really know how you do 10 pieces. Okay, I reckon 12 would be easier. So I've just cut through the top layer of pastry and not the bottom one. That's difficult. Beautiful. Rightio. So that's, I've cut that. I don't know if you can see it. I mean, that's into 12 pieces. So, and then it says to bake 45 minutes or until golden brown in a 180-degree oven. So I will pop that in the oven and I'll come back when we're ready to move on to the next step, which is the syrup. So I've pulled the slice out of the oven and it's going to sit here. We're going to move on to the syrup. So it says to place all the ingredients in a bowl and cook for 10 minutes, 100 degrees, speed 3. Rightio, so it says 220 grams of sugar. Look at that. 110 grams of water. What do we got next? We've got juice of half a lemon. Okay. A pinch of ground cinnamon. Just a sprinkle. And I am going to, the one we used to make when we were, like years ago, is always had a bit of honey in the syrup. Now I've seen a few recipes with honey in it. I did go and have a bit of a look. So I'm just going to put like that much honey in it. Like a tablespoon, that would be about, I suppose. Okay. Now, and then it says to cook it. So I'll put the lid, I'll take the measuring cup off. 10 minutes, 100 degrees, speed 3. So back to the beginning, back to the front page. 10 minutes, 100 degrees, speed 3. And then to test the syrup, so you need it as like sticky, it says, syrup is ready when you dip a spoon in and it feels sticky between your fingers while touching. So rightio, so I'll come back when we're up to the right stage, and I'll let you know if I've had to add any cooking time. Rightio, I did give it an extra 5 minutes. I don't exactly know what I'm looking for, but I can see that that is quite, and it does feel sticky between my fingers like honey. So I think that's what they're looking for. So what we're going to do now is we're going to pour syrup over the cooked vanilla slice. So, pour the rest over that, but I might push the edges down. I'll show you. So we'll leave that to cool. Then once it's cool, we'll cut it up properly. Just going to push the edges down a bit. Oh, it sounds crunchy. Okay. What I'm going to do is I'm going to leave that to get totally cold, and then I'll come back and we'll chop it up and have a taste. So I was just going to show you this, and I decided that I would actually cut a piece and taste it for you. I'll show you. Here we go. I'll give it a little taste. Oh, that's nice. Oh, yeah. That custard is so yummy. Now, that's perfect. And a little bit of honey I added it's just, I don't know, you just got the slightest hint of honey. But that custard, that is delicious. That's like it's like the custard you get in the old-fashioned custard slice with the lattice, you know, where you made the custard on the stove, the egg custard on the stove, and oh, that is delicious. Anyway, oh yeah. If you like the video, please give it a thumbs up. And pop over to my channel, subscribe, and I really hope I'll see you next time. I'm going to have another bite.